In second week of Advent, Sister Pushpalata would reflect with you about St. John the Baptist's role in four aspects. Firstly, the prophetic role. As a prophet, John foreshadowed the coming of the Messiah. He was not afraid to point out the evil deeds of people. That's why Herod shut him up in prison. With boldness, in censuring the king, caused him his death. His prophetic role reminds us of the way that we align our thinking and respond to situations and people. Let's take the example of a soda bottle. When we shake and open it, it foams up and reacts. Similarly, the stimulus of a person sledging against us, criticizing, pulling us down, envious of us, conspiring, and politicking makes us react and form out. When we shake and open our sealed water bottle, we see nothing happens. Now the question is about, do we wish to be a soda can or a bottle of water? I am sure a lot of us would say, under pressure, we react like soda can. Hence in life, we can choose to respond between the stimulus and the response as a choice. According to Radhanatha Swamiji, a great personality is not born in maternity ward, but by the choice that one makes. Therefore, when there are all types of stimuli, we have to learn how to respond. Secondly, the ascetic role. John lived in the desert with a specific purpose. He was not loaded down with the cares and desires of the world. He was connected to God in spirit. He practiced asceticism and ritual purity. We are expected to tame our desires and let them not be drowned by over-commercialization and materialization. Our personal and social sins have prevented us from experiencing true joy with ourselves and others. I tell, for instance, some of us are smart, some of us are not so smart, some of us are like iPhones, charismatic, good looking and successful. Some of us are like Nokia, not so smart. But doesn't matter. The way to stay connected to God is yoga, which means a process of connection, like using the phone to connect to someone. Sadhana, a spiritual exercise, is another means to connect to God. This phone has full range, full networks, no call jamming, no charges, and they connect to God. So, let's stay connected to God with the purpose of our occasion amid life turbulence. Thirdly, the desert. John preached in the desert because the desert has a significance in the scripture as a holy place, a place where God is found, and a place of struggle. It was the desert that the Israelites spent 40 years on their way to the promised land. It was the desert that Jesus had a tussle with the devil. It was the desert that Jesus often went to pray and fed the people. Amid all the noise and hectic schedule, can we afford to withdraw in silence, to spend some quality moments in prayer, to fathom the incarnation of Jesus in our lives? This demands humility to the wonder of God's embrace and acceptance of our vulnerability. Lastly, the hope. John gave the people the hope about the Messiah in their despair. Despite violence, oppression, and falsehood, we cannot succumb to despair, but continue to be diligent in hope. We should be in supportive of unity and advocacy for justice, truth, and well-being, especially for poor and the most abandoned in society. The season of Advent strengthens our hope that peace and righteousness will prevail over violence and falsehood. In 1960s, a successful experimentation was conducted in USA on children. Kids are crazy after marshmallow. Marshmallow is a sweet candy that children love the most. They kept the marshmallow and told the children to wait until they get the second one and then to eat it. Those children who waited were successful directors of multinational companies today. Those children who didn't wait were mediocre employees in most places today. This was a very popular study called Marshmallow Research, where they found people who have the patience to wait and hope to achieve success. It is not just determination in failures, but acceptance to endure and endeavor. May St. John the Baptist intercede for us for the grit to overcome fear of not being recognized, admired, and crave for attention. Let us believe that others must increase and I must decrease so that God's will be done, even if it means putting my will on hold. God bless you and have a fruitful season of Advent.